1 is certifying the Lawrence Police Department 24 Session 2 hiring process eligibility list. Is there somebody from the police department to address us?
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Scott Evans.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
I would ask to certify the Lawrence Police Department 2024 Session 2 hiring process eligibility list.
Okay. Are there any questions of the lieutenant?
Are you having trouble recruiting, or things are going
I think
as
we're doing.
well as?
I think we're doing pretty good. I think
Okay.
we're hiring more people, actually, than probably every other department in the state. We hired 14 last year, which is unheard of.
When you're fully staffed, how many officers?
We are now going to be at 68.
Okay,
We're currently at 60. We just lost a couple of retirees and took other jobs, so we need 8 people right now as of today. And we have, I think we need 8 or 9. We have 8 on this list. They still have to go to public safety medical, so we may lose some there, but we'll be caught up in 2025. We'll be at our max.
and 68 is your full staffing?
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes, the mayor just allowed another 3 this year, so that got us up to 68. So, yeah,
Okay.
we're really going to be doing good
Okay,
this
good.
year, so.
Good.
Great news. Any other questions or comments on this topic? Is there a motion?
Second motion.
Is there a motion? Oh, yeah. Have you
I
made a motion?
I move approval of the proposal was presented.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Lieutenant, next item is item 2, which is the approval of reserve officers. I don't know if you want to take these both, A and B, Bennett Lushin and Bryce Fryman. You want to?
Yeah, I'll do one.
Okay.
We're requesting that Bryce Fryman be appointed as a City of Lawrence Reserve Police Officer effective January 23rd, 2025.
And what about number A, Mr. Lushin?
Yeah, we are also requesting that Bennett Lucian be appointed as a City of Lawrence Reserve Police Officer effective January 23rd, 2025 also.
Okay. With board's approval, would you?
I move approval of appointment of the reserve officers.
And second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion
carries. Lieutenant, thanks very much.
Thank you very much. And congratulations on your appointments.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The next item is item 3, approval of quote from KAL Solutions for 2025 violation remediation services. Madam Secretary, Renee?
Cal Solutions has been a vendor for the city of Lawrence for several years now. They help us with our property violations, mowing, trash removal, those type of things. And every year, just for transparency's sake, we bring those figures, what their base rates are, to the board for your review and approval. And this is just the first of a few that we're going to be bringing to you. So if you would not mind, we would appreciate your approval of Cal Solutions being a vendor for property remediation for 2025.
Thank you, Ms. Rafala. Is there any questions?
Yeah, I just want to be sure I understand this. If there's a property that's identified that it has liens or is a nuisance property, someone from the city calls Cal and they will mow, pick up trash, do whatever needs to happen.
Yes, ma'am, there's a whole process that we have to follow per ordinance. First, we have to send a certified letter to the owner of the property, notifying them of the violation and allowing them 15 days to remediate it themselves. We then re-inspect. If they've taken care of it, we close the case.
No further action.
No further action. If they don't, then we'll reach out to one of our vendors. Cal is the first one that is approved for this year. We'll reach out to them and ask them to service the property. They have 5 days to do it from the day we've ordered it, and then they send us an invoice. We turn around and we invoice the property owner. There is a $200 administrative fee added on, and the first violation each year is a $75 fine. The second violation in the same calendar year, it doubles, so it would be $150. If there's a third violation, it doubles again, it would be $300. If there were to happen to be a fourth or a fifth, it keeps doubling up to $2,500 per violation.
Okay.
And then they have 10 days, once we send the invoice, to pay it, if they, or make payment arrangements. If they don't, we file a lien on the property. And if they don't pay that lien within 30 days, we then certify it to the property tax roll.
Okay. And it goes on the property tax
It does. So
bill.
we file those certifications twice a year, in the spring and the fall for collections. And last year, we generated about $50,000 in nuisance violations that we recovered back through the property certification.
Okay.
So we build, we're getting about 55% paid, but as you know, once we certify it, it stays on the property until they pay it, and then they get the penalties and stuff like that, up until it goes to tax sale, and then it's a whole different ballgame.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I had a question. In the 5 days, it's a hypothetical question, and I'm sure doesn't happen. If you doesn't get a response from Solutions in those 5 days, do you call the other 4 companies as far as?
We've never had that issue, but yeah, we would.
Okay.
There are circumstances too where we've called our vendor out to go and remediate, and by the time they get there, the property owner's done it.
Okay.
And there's a service call. They would charge us for a trip charge,
Okay.
and we'd have to pay that. We don't typically pass that on to the resident. Our goal is compliance. We just want it cleaned up off the street or mowed or whatever is the violation. It's not about dinging the property owner for every penny. It's
Sure.
just trying to get our city cleaned up and keep it cleaned up.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Is there a motion?
I have none, and I would move approval of the quote from Cal Solutions for violation remediation services.
My second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The next item is comments of the administration, and I don't know if, Renee, if you are able to speak for the administration, or if there's
I
any
don't have
comments
anything to
accordingly.
add. Thank you.
Okay. Since no one else from the administration is here, we'll move on to citizens' comments, and I see no one in the audience. Is there anybody online, Madam Secretary, to?
I do not see anybody.
All right. That brings us to adjournment, and the chair would enter.
I move adjournment.
Been moved,
Second.
moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Stop.